Welcome to my channel, where we explore rare and valuable coins from around the world. Today, we are diving into some fascinating US dollar coins that collectors love, including the $1,974 coin, the 1974, D-dollar coin, the 1978, S-dollar coin, and the iconic 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial dollar coin. Let's start with the 1974 $1 coin. The 1974 $1 coin from the United States is part of the Eisenhower dollar series, a large and historically significant coin that reflects an important era in American history. This coin was issued during a time when the United States Mint was still experimenting with circulating large-sized dollar coins, even though they were not widely used in everyday transactions. The Eisenhower dollar, often called the Ike dollar by collectors, was first introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who had passed away in 1969, and also to commemorate his role as the Supreme Commander of Allied forces in Europe during World War II, as well as the Apollo 11 moon landing, a defining moment in American space exploration. The 1974 $1 coin continues the same basic design that was used throughout the Eisenhower series. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, there is a left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower. The design was created by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, whose initials FG can be found on the truncation of Eisenhower's neck. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty above, In God We Trust to the left, and the year 1974 at the bottom. The lettering is bold and clear, designed to be easily readable, even after years of circulation. On the reverse side, the coin features an image inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. It shows a bald eagle descending toward the surface of the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace. The Earth can be seen in the distance above the eagle, reinforcing the connection to space exploration. Around the rim of the reverse are the inscriptions, United States of America at the top and $1 at the bottom. The motto, E Pluribus Unum, is placed above the eagle. This reverse design ties the coin not only to Eisenhower, but also to the technological achievements of the United States during the 20th century. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was minted in two main locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins produced in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those minted in Denver feature a small D mint mark located on the obverse side, just below Eisenhower's neck. In addition to these circulation strikes, special collector versions were produced in San Francisco, which bear an S mint mark. These San Francisco coins were typically issued as proof coins or in special mint sets, and were not intended for general circulation. The composition of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar depends on the type of coin. The coins produced for circulation in Philadelphia and Denver are made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. Specifically, they consist of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. This gives the coin its silver-like appearance, although it contains no actual silver. The total weight of these clad coins is approximately 22.68 grams, and they have a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, making them quite large compared to modern U.S. coins. In contrast, the collector versions produced in San Francisco were struck in a special 40% silver composition. These silver-clad coins were sold to collectors and were not released into circulation. They have a slightly different appearance, often with more lustrous finish, and are more valuable due to their silver content. These coins weigh slightly more than the standard clad versions and are often found in protective packaging issued by the U.S. Mint. The mintage figures for the 1974 Eisenhower dollar are relatively high, especially for Philadelphia and Denver issues. Millions of coins were produced, which means that most examples found today are not particularly rare. However, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that have been heavily circulated may show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces, while uncirculated coins retain their original luster and sharp details. Collectors often look for coins in mint state condition, which are graded on a scale from MS-60 to MS-70. Higher grade coins, especially those graded MS-65 or above, can be significantly more valuable than lower grade examples. Additionally, proof coins from San Francisco, which are struck with specially polished dies and planchets, feature a mirror-like finish and frosted details. These proof coins are highly sought after by collectors and can command higher prices depending on their condition and whether they have any unique characteristics. One important aspect of collecting 1974 Eisenhower dollars is the presence of errors and varieties. Some coins may exhibit minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors can make a coin more valuable, sometimes significantly so, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Collectors who specialize in error coins often search through rolls or collections of Eisenhower dollars in hopes of finding these unique pieces. The value of a 1974 $1 coin varies widely based on several factors, including mint mark, condition, and whether the coin contains silver. Circulated clad coins from Philadelphia or Denver are generally worth only their face value or slightly more, typically ranging from $1 to a few dollars. Uncirculated examples in high grades can be worth more, sometimes reaching $10 to $50 or higher, depending on quality. The 40% silver versions from San Francisco are more valuable due to their metal content, often worth $10 to $20 or more, with proof versions in excellent condition potentially fetching even higher prices. Despite their relatively modest value in many cases, 1974 Eisenhower dollars hold an important place in American numismatics. They represent the last large-sized dollar coin issued for circulation in the United States, as later dollar coins, such as the Susan B., Anthony dollar, Sacagawea dollar, and presidential dollars were all smaller in size. The Eisenhower dollar series also reflect a transitional period in U.S. coinage, as the country moved away from silver coins and toward modern clad compositions. Another interesting aspect of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is its lack of widespread use in everyday commerce. Due to its large size and weight, many people found it inconvenient to carry and use, which limited its circulation. As a result, many coins were stored away or saved as souvenirs, contributing to the relatively high number of well-preserved examples available today. This also means that collectors can often find uncirculated coins without too much difficulty compared to older, more heavily circulated coin series. Now let's talk about the 1974 D-dollar coin. The 1974 D$1 coin is part of the Eisenhower dollar series issued by the United States Mint, a series that holds a unique place in modern American numismatics due to its size, design, and historical background. This coin was produced at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located on the obverse side, just below the neckline of President Dwight D. Eisenhower's portrait. The Eisenhower dollar series was introduced in 1971 and continued through 1978, representing the last large-sized dollar coin struck for general circulation in the United States. By 1974, the series had already established its identity, and the 1974 D issue reflects a continuation of that design and production style during a time when large dollar coins were no longer widely used in everyday commerce. The obverse of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar features a left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a highly respected military leader who served as Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in Europe during World War II. The portrait was designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. His initials FG appear on the truncation of Eisenhower's neck. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty across the top edge, In God We Trust positioned to the left of the portrait, and the date 1974 placed at the bottom. The design is bold and straightforward, intended to convey a sense of strength and dignity in honor of Eisenhower's legacy. The reverse design of the coin is equally significant and symbolic. It depicts an eagle descending onto the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace. This imagery was inspired by the official insignia of the Apollo 11 mission, which marked the first successful man landing on the moon in 1969. Above the eagle, the Earth can be seen rising in the distance, reinforcing the connection to space exploration and the technological achievements of the United States during that era. The inscriptions on the reverse include United States of America along the top rim, E pluribus unum above the eagle, and $1 along the bottom. This design ties together themes of leadership, exploration, and national pride. The 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, which was standard for circulation coins of this series produced in Denver and Philadelphia. The coin consists of outer layers made from 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. This composition gives the coin its silver-like appearance while maintaining durability for circulation. The total weight of the coin is approximately 22.68 grams, and it has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, making it significantly larger and heavier than most modern U.S. coins. The edge of the coin is reeded, featuring a series of grooves that were originally intended to prevent shaving or tampering with precious metal coins. The mintage of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar was substantial, with over 45 million coins produced at the Denver Mint. This high mintage means that the coin is relatively common, especially in circulated condition. Many of these coins were not heavily used in daily transactions due to their large size and the public's preference for smaller denominations such as paper dollar bills. As a result, a significant number of 1974 D coins have survived in relatively good condition, including uncirculated examples that still retain much of their original mint luster. The value of a 1974 D1 coin depends largely on its condition and whether it exhibits any unique characteristics such as mint errors or exceptional strike quality. In circulated condition, these coins are typically worth only their face value or slightly more, often ranging from $1 to $3 depending on wear and overall appearance. Coins that have been well preserved and show minimal signs of circulation can command higher prices, particularly those graded in mint state condition. For example, coins graded MS-63 to MS-65 may be valued in the range of $10 to $50 or more, depending on the strength of the strike and the presence of attractive luster. Higher grade examples, especially those graded MS-66 or above, are significantly more difficult to find and can be quite valuable. These coins exhibit sharp details, strong eye appeal, and minimal imperfections. Collectors often seek out such high-quality specimens to complete their sets or to invest in coins that have potential to appreciate in value over time. Professional grading services play an important role in determining the condition and authenticity of these coins, assigning grades based on a standardized scale that ranges from poor P1 to perfect mint state MS-70. One of the challenges associated with the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar is the quality of the strike. Many coins from this year in mint are known to have relatively weak strikes, particularly in certain areas of the design, such as Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. This makes well-struck examples more desirable and valuable to collectors. Coins with strong, sharp details and minimal were considered premium examples and are often sought after in the numismatic market. In addition to condition and strike quality, collectors also pay attention to the presence of mint errors and varieties. While the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar is not particularly famous for major varieties, there are still minor errors that can be found, such as die cracks, double dies, and off-center strikes. These errors occur during the minting process and can make a coin more interesting and valuable, especially if the error is clearly visible and well-defined. Error coins often attract a niche group of collectors who specialize in these unique pieces. The historical context of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar adds to its appeal. The coin was issued during a period of economic change and transition in the United States, following the removal of silver from most circulating coinage in the 1960s. By the 1970s, the U.S. Mint had fully adopted clad compositions for its standard coins, and the Eisenhower dollar was part of this modern approach to coin production. At the same time, the coin served as a tribute to a respected leader and a celebration of American achievements in space exploration, making it both a practical and symbolic piece of currency. Despite its significance, the Eisenhower dollar, including the 1974 D issue, was not widely embraced by the public for everyday use. Its large size and weight made it inconvenient to carry, and vending machines and cash registers were not always designed to accommodate such coins. As a result, many people chose to use paper dollar bills instead, limiting the circulation of these coins. This lack of widespread use contributed to the preservation of many examples, as they were often set aside or saved rather than spent. Moving on to the 1978 S dollar coin. The 1978 S$1 coin is one of the final issues in the Eisenhower dollar series, a coin program that ran from 1971 through 1978 and marked the last time the United States produced large-sized dollar coins for general use. The S Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint, a facility well known for producing high-quality collector coins rather than coins intended for everyday circulation. By 1978, the Eisenhower dollar series was coming to an end, and the 1978 S issue represents one of the last opportunities for collectors to obtain this iconic coin directly from the U.S. Mint in specially prepared formats. The design of the 1978 S Eisenhower dollar follows the same basic layout that had been used throughout the series. On the obverse, there's a left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a five-star general during World War II. The portrait was created by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the United States Mint, and presents Eisenhower with a calm, strong expression that reflects his leadership and legacy. The word liberty appears across the top of the coin, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned to the left of the portrait. The date, 1978, is located at the bottom. The S Mint mark can be found just below Eisenhower's neck, clearly identifying the coin as a product of the San Francisco Mint. The reverse design is equally meaningful and distinctive. It features an eagle landing on the surface of the moon, holding an olive branch in its talons. This image was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, symbolizing both American technological achievement and a message of peace. Above the eagle, the Earth can be seen in the distance, adding depth and reinforcing the space exploration theme. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions, United States of America along the upper rim and $1 along the lower rim. The motto, E Pluribus Unum, appears above the eagle. This reverse design connects the coin not only to Eisenhower's leadership, but also to the broader achievements of the United States during the mid-20th century. Unlike the coins produced for circulation at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, the 1978 S. Eisenhower dollar was primarily struck as a proof coin. Proof coins are specially manufactured using polished dies and carefully prepared planchets to create a high-quality finish. These coins typically have mirror-like fields and frosted design elements, resulting in a sharp contrast that enhances the overall appearance. The 1978 S-proof dollar was sold directly to collectors in protective packaging, often as part of a proof set that included other denominations from the same year. The composition of the 1978 S. Eisenhower dollar is copper-nickel clad, the same as the standard circulation coins of the series in its later years. Earlier in the series, the San Francisco Mint also produced special 40% silver versions for collectors, but by 1978, these silver-clad issues had been discontinued. As a result, the 1978 S coin does not contain any silver and is made from layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin has a total weight of approximately 22.68 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, maintaining the large size characteristic of the Eisenhower dollar series. The edge of the coin is reeded, featuring evenly spaced grooves. The mintage of the 1978 S-proof Eisenhower dollar was relatively modest compared to the large numbers produced for circulation at other mints, but it was still sufficient to meet collector demand. Millions of proof coins were struck, making them relatively accessible today. However, their value depends heavily on condition and quality. Since proof coins are handled with great care during production, most examples are found in excellent condition, often graded PR65 to PR69 on the standard coin grading scale. Coins that achieve a perfect grade of PR70 are much rarer and can command significantly higher prices in the collector market. One important factor that collectors consider when evaluating 1978 S-proof dollars is the presence of cameo or deep cameo contrast. A cameo coin features frosted design elements against a reflective background, while a deep cameo coin has an even stronger contrast. These visual qualities are highly desirable and can increase the coin's value, especially in higher grades. Coins with clear, sharp contrast and minimal imperfections are considered premium examples. The value of a 1978 S$1 coin can vary depending on its condition and specific characteristics. In general, standard proof coins in typical condition may be worth anywhere from a few dollars to around $10 or $15. Higher grade examples with strong cameo or deep cameo contrast can be worth more, sometimes reaching $20 to $50 or higher depending on the market and certification. Perfect or near-perfect coins graded PR70 by professional grading services are the most valuable and can sell for significantly higher amounts due to their rarity and flawless appearance. Although the 1978 S. Eisenhower dollar is not considered rare in absolute terms, it holds a special place in the series as one of the final issues. After 1978, the United States Mint replaced the large Eisenhower dollar with the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. This change marked a shift in U.S. coinage toward more compact and practical designs, as the large size of the Eisenhower dollar had proven unpopular with the public. The 1978 S coin therefore represents the end of an era in American coin production. Collectors often include the 1978 S proof dollar as part of a complete Eisenhower dollar set. Such a set typically includes coins from all years and mints, as well as both circulation strikes and proof issues. Completing a full set can be an enjoyable and educational experience, allowing collectors to explore the variations and history of the series. The 1978 S coin, with its high-quality proof finish and historical significance, is an essential component of any comprehensive collection. In addition to its role in coin collecting, the 1978 S. Eisenhower dollar also serves as a reminder of the broader historical context in which it was produced. The coin honors Dwight D. Eisenhower's contributions as both a military leader and a president, while the reverse design celebrates the achievements of the Apollo program. Together, these elements reflect a period of American history characterized by leadership, innovation, and a spirit of exploration. Proper care and storage are important for preserving condition of a 1978 S proof coin. Because proof coins have highly polished surfaces, they are particularly susceptible to scratches, fingerprints, and environmental damage. Collectors typically keep these coins in their original packaging or transfer them to protective holders such as capsules or graded slabs. Handling should be minimized, and when necessary, coins should be held by the edges to avoid contact with the surfaces. Finally, let's explore the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial dollar coin. The 1776 to 1976 $1 coin is one of the most recognizable and historically meaningful coins ever issued by the United States, created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This special coin is part of the Bicentennial coinage program, which also included redesigned quarters and half dollars, all bearing the dual date 1776 to 1976, to commemorate the founding of the nation and its bicentennial celebration. Rather than producing coins dated in 1975, the United States Mint issued all dollar coins for both 1975 and 1976 with a dual date, making the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar a unique and symbolic issue that connects directly to American history. The obverse of the coin retains a familiar portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a highly respected military leader. The portrait was designed by Frank Gasparo, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. Eisenhower is shown facing left, with a strong and dignified expression that reflects his leadership and legacy. The word liberty appears prominently above the portrait, while the motto "In God We Trust" is placed to the left. Instead of a single year, the date at the bottom reads 1776 to 1976, emphasizing the bicentennial theme. The initials FG can be found on the truncation of Eisenhower's neck, identifying the designer. The reverse of the 1776 to 1976 dollar coin features a completely different design from the standard Eisenhower dollar, making it instantly distinguishable. This design was created by Dennis R. Williams, whose initials appear near the lower portion of the design. It depicts a Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, combining two powerful symbols of American history and achievement. The Liberty Bell represents the nation's independence and its origins in the 18th century, while the moon symbolizes the United States' accomplishments in space exploration during the 20th century, particularly the Apollo 11 mission. Surrounding the central image are the inscriptions United States of America at the top and $1 at the bottom, with the motto E Pluribus Unum also included in the design. The 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins struck in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver feature a D mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced coins with an S mint mark, including both proof and special collector versions. These different mint marks allow collectors to identify where each coin was produced and to assemble complete sets that include examples from each location. The composition of the coin varies depending on the type of issue. The standard circulation coins produced in Philadelphia and Denver are made of copper-nickel clad, consisting of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. These coins have a weight of approximately 22.68 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters. Consistent with other Eisenhower dollars, the edge is reeded with evenly spaced grooves. In addition to the clad circulation coins, the San Francisco Mint produced special 40% silver-clad versions for collectors. These coins were not intended for general circulation and were sold in special packaging. They have a slightly different appearance, often with more lustrous or satin-like finish, and they are more valuable due to their silver content. The silver-clad coins include both uncirculated and proof versions, with proof coins featuring highly polished surfaces and frosted design elements that create a striking contrast. The mintage of the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar is quite high, as these coins were produced in large quantities to meet public interest during the Bicentennial celebration. Hundreds of millions of clad coins were struck for circulation, making them relatively common today. The silver-clad versions have lower mintages, but are still widely available in the collector market. Because of this high production, most examples of the coin are not rare, especially in circulated condition. The value of a 1776 to 1976 $1 coin depends on several factors, including its mint mark, composition, condition, and whether it is a proof or uncirculated issue. Circulated clad coins from Philadelphia or Denver are typically worth close to their face value, often ranging from $1 to a few dollars. Uncirculated coins in better condition can be worth more, particularly those with strong luster and minimal marks. Silver-clad coins from San Francisco generally have higher value due to their metal content, often ranging from $10 to $20 or more depending on the current price of silver and the coin's condition. Proof coins, especially those in excellent condition with strong cameo or deep cameo contrast, are more desirable among collectors. These coins can command higher prices, particularly if they are graded highly by professional grading services. Coins graded PR 69 or PR 70 are especially sought after due to their near-perfect or perfect condition. One interesting aspect of the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar is its role in American culture during the Bicentennial celebration. These coins were widely collected as souvenirs and keepsakes, representing a major milestone in the nation's history. Many people saved them rather than spending them, which is why a large number of well-preserved examples still exist today. This widespread saving also contributes to their relatively modest value, despite their historical significance. Collectors often seek out specific varieties and high-quality examples of the Bicentennial dollar. Some coins may exhibit minor errors or die variations, such as double dies or die cracks, which can add to their interest and value. However, major rare varieties are not common in this series, and most coins are valued primarily based on condition and composition. The design of the coin has been widely praised for its creativity and symbolism. By combining the Liberty Bell with the moon, the reverse design effectively bridges two important eras in American history: the struggle for independence and the achievements of modern science and exploration. This makes the coin not only a piece of currency, but also a representation of national identity and progress. Despite proper care and storage are important for maintaining condition of the 1776 to 1976 $1 coin. Collectors typically store their coins in protective holders, such as coin flips, capsules, or albums to prevent damage from handling and environmental factors. It is important to handle coins by their edges and avoid touching the surfaces, as oils and dirt from the skin can cause discoloration over time. In conclusion, while these dollar coins may seem common at first glance, their value can increase based on condition, rarity, and special features like proof finishes or mint marks. Always check your coins carefully. You might have a hidden treasure in your collection. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and values.